Hello everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum. Last time we went to Celestic Town and then we got to Canalave City. That was basically it. And not really much of consequences happened because we have yet to get our next badge. First thing first, I need to heal. I've explored nothing here, by the way. I have done nothing here. I'm still tired, just like I always am. And these depression attacks are becoming worse and worse. Panic attacks, I guess you could call them. Becoming worse and worse. Let's see here. Fat man, speak to me. Fat man, speak to me, I said. What's up? Your clothes look damp. Maybe you took the boat to Iron Island to get a hidden machine, right? There's a hidden HM on the island of the hidden. Hello trainer, this is something I found. It was mixed in with a load of cargo from another country. It's not anything that I can use, so I think you should take it. TM48, which is... You know, Pokemon have their own abilities. Well, the move skill swap checks changes the you. Alright, that's the... Oh, okay. Somewhere far beyond the vast sea, there are other lands populated by Pokemon trainers, yes. A Kanto, a Johto, and a Hoenn. Sinnoh, Univacalis, Alola, Galar, Paldea. And that's it. A Pokeball that makes it easy to catch the same kind of Pokemon. Well, that's the Repeat Ball. My third favorite Pokeball. I should take a revive out to everyone training on Iron Island. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. It can be rough out there, especially since there's no Pokemon Center. You brought up a good point, woman. Because that is what we will be doing next before we head to the gym. We'll be heading over to the Island of Iron. Iron. And here we go, the most important house in the game. Who will say it was again? Oh yes, I remember now. I'm the move the leader. You've come to make me force your Pokemon to forget your moves? No. Remember me if there are any moves that need to be forgotten. I have Pokégen for that, to be honest. Welcome to Canalave City, the Canal City. In the old days, the sport used to be a hub for cargo transportation. My Psyduck is very close to me. That makes its return move powerful. The door is tightly shut. It appears impossible to open. But we might also not. Because there actually is no need for me to do those events. And if you're wondering why, we'll be going through Hisui one day. One day we'll be going through Hisui. And when that day comes, we will meet Darkrai. We will meet Arceus. We will meet Shaman. So we don't need that. I was lucky enough to get the Strength HM from Iron Island. But I can't use it for moving boulders until I beat Byron, the gym leader. I should make a note of that on my Pokétch memo pad. I heard the school rumor, if you get on the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, you can go to the Wi-Fi Plaza. The access to the Wi-Fi Plaza is through the basement of any Pokemon Center. It's possible for one kind of Pokemon to have different abilities. That's news to me. Wasn't that always the case? Wasn't that always the case since the abilities were introduced? It's easy to get to Iron Island. It's one boat trip from here. I think that was like already there. But I am at a loss on who. Well, I think Corfish did that. Didn't he have like Hyper Cutter or Shell Armor? Ooh, my threat. I have found a threat and I must take it out. Corfish. Not Wishcash, you stupid fuck. Yeah, that's always been the case. What the fuck is this guy on about? Anyway, I saw my threat, that being Skyla. I am gonna be challenging her today to a battle. It's easy to get to Iron Island, it's one boat trip from here. Grovyle, you'll be in the front slot until problematic. Come on, let's show off our Pokemon and let's do battle, kiddo. Your spirits vibe, you've got rocks in your veins. You know what? I thought something was up. It didn't really feel like blood. But it looked like blood. You know, when I accidentally cut myself on a piece of paper, like blood comes out. But I thought there was something rocky about that blood. I had a feeling there was something rocky about that blood. This guy finally figured it out for me. Yes! Perfect paralysis. Absolutely what I needed to do. Thunder Fist again. Another legendary Thunder Fist. Oh boy. Ha! I knew it. You were not that strong, okay, Cricketoon? You can be a lot. You may have one of the best, like, cries I've ever heard in my life. But don't you dare pretend like you have. Power. Don't you dare pretend you have power. That's more like it. Nothing. But you thought you were done with the Thunder Fist? Think again. I could have used the Legend of the Fiery Fist. But the most legendary of fists is still the Thunder Fist. And I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist fisting you. You beat me, but I feel totally amped. Good for you. Pokemon and rock and roll are all anyone needs to survive in this world. I agree. I totally agree. That is entirely true. But only if Pokemon was real. Pokemon games, now that possibility does indeed exist, and that would be fun. I mean, I play Pokemon all the time. Now that we're done with the first half of Canalave City, we got a battle ahead of us. So let us just start that fight. With Barry. Whoops, hey Shadow, you're going to challenge the gym leader up past here, eh? Someone should check if you're ready for this challenge. That someone is me with my brand new gym badge. He holds up the coal badge. So everybody knows. He just got the coal badge. He didn't beat Byron. For anyone who doesn't know the badge names, that is the first badge. Sorry, Electabuzz, stand by for battle. Sorry, I saw that my drink was filled too much, so I decided to take a sip. Horrible time to take a sip. Thunder Fist! Yes! No! Oh, why did I have to be stupid and delete this? Thunder Fist! Aha, you thought you could double team, but... Yes, it's ineffective against the Thunder Fist. It's got perfect accuracy, except for the times when it doesn't, but we don't count those times. Rapidash! Well, my Pokemon has evolved too, you bastard. Floatzel, stand by for battle. Bubbles and everything. Floatzel! Surf, I guess. Yeah, I forgot I don't have Waterfall yet. Oh! Oh! Oh, so close! Tail whip. Oh my god, that broke my brain. I'm here expecting Flare Blitz or Charge Up for a Solar Beam. This man tail whips. The only fire type, by the way, in Generation 4 that is not Platinum outside of... I don't know, I mean, BDSP also Houndoom, I guess. Roserade, do I have the perfect foil for that? Floatzel return, Monferno, stand by for battle. We're almost done with this battle already. So you got a Roserade, eh? Well, do I have the Legend of the Fiery Fist? Not as great of a legend, but still a legend nonetheless. It's not the Thunder Fist, but it gets the job done, and that's all that's required. But yeah, I'm gonna face off against Skyla today as well after this scoring session. I'm kicking the crap out of Skyla. I hope. Monferno return. Grovyle, stand by for battle. This man thinking he can pull up the advantage. Alright, this thing's part steel, so Leaf Blade is kinda useless now. So I shall start us off with the Thunder Fist. And if he hits us, we'll go Draining Fist. If not, we'll keep the Thunder Fist alive. He hits us with an aerial ace. Oh god, why do you have this? Your Rapidash, a Tail Whip. What the fuck? Now, it might be possible. Draining Fist! It might be possible that we will die here today. Ooh. 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 Oh, fuck you. Ah, of course I was gonna die. Look, I wanted to see if I healed up enough, and then you just get a fucking critical hit. What's wrong with you? Monferno, stand by for battle. However, I do have to actually drop a revive on the Pokemon, so if you can just not kill me, that would be great. However, this is stab. Yep. Alright, kinda saw that one coming. Not gonna lie about that one. However, it wasn't necessarily that important, because Grovyle was supposed to take you out with the Legend of the Thunder Fist. I mean, Monferno could have taken you out too, but sometimes you don't need everything. But we are also not even close to being done. We Canalave, because we have the library to take care of. Heracross, we shall send in. The only one left. Return Grovyle Gliscor. Stand by for battle. Good old Gliscor. Glion. We've gotten out of tighter spots than this plenty of times before. Not against me, you haven't. Aerial Ace, finish this up. I really like Heracross. Shame I couldn't use it. Shame you weren't in the bug catching contest, you stupid prick. You weren't in the bug catching contest. Otherwise, I could have just lost. Like, I could have just been like, yeah, I lost to Whitney. Now I'm going over. What just happened? Yeah, okay, these always says the same thing. But then I could have just said that I lost to Whitney, headed over to the bug catching contest, caught Heracross, and then challenged Whitney again with the new Heracross. But no, Heracross, the bug type, is not in the bug catching contest like any other Johto bug. The only Johto bug is Scyther, who evolves into Scizor. Yeah, you're just a bit better than me as usual. But listen up. Let me tell you who's going to take on the Pokemon League and become the champion. You guessed right, it's going to be me. I'm only gonna do the first half. I couldn't be asked to care about the second half. However, I will defeat the champion and become a Hall of Famer of this region as well. Anyway, you should go to Iron Island and toughen up some more. Yeah, train at Iron Island. That's what I did before going to the gym. As he's going back to get the badge. Because what he showed me was the cool badge. You know what? He showed me the fucking feather badge, alright? He did get the 6th badge. However, he went to the completely different region and went to Hoenn to do it. Fortree City. Feather badge. My brain is just a knowledge well of Pokemon knowledge. None of it is useful in real life or to pick up women. I'm going to study at the library. I've taken an interest in this subject of time and space. I can't walk up to a woman and just be like, hey, you know, did you know that in Fortree City you get the feather badge? And she'll be like, get away from me, you pedophile. Sprays me with pepper spray. Hello, this is the Canalave library. Please keep quiet while you're on the premises. What is it? Please don't disturb me while I'm reading. Alright, what are you reading? The ceiling high bookshelves are crammed with books. Shelves aligned with books worn from being read by many people. Apparently my character is fucking illiterate, kinda like me. I love Platinum. I'm finally represented with my own disability. Not being able to fucking read. The books on the 3rd floor are easy to read. The ones down here are all too tough for me to understand. That's why. To the 3rd floor. Someone's always checked out the book I want to read. Why the fuck do you want to read books? Every book contains someone's memories of various places and time. Libraries aren't just buildings where books are kept, you know? There were different places and times are gathered together. This book is titled Sinnoh Regis Mythology. Wanna read it? Yep. Sinnoh Regis Mythology. Long ago when Sinnoh had just been made, Pokemon and humans led separate lives in Hisui. That is not to say they did not help each other. No, indeed they did. They supplied each other with goods and supported each other. A Pokemon proposed to the other humans to always be ready to help humans. I ask that Pokemon be ready to appear before humans always. Thus, to this day, Pokemon appear to us if we venture into tall grass. Sinomyth, wanna read it? Sure. Sinomyth, betray not your anger, lest question mark will come. Weep not with sorrow, or question mark will dawn near. Oh, wait. Anger, that's emotion. Okay, who was who again? I can always fucking forget who's who. Nesprit, who are you? Wait, anger. You know, I want to do this again from the beginning. Yes. Sinomyth, betray not your anger, lest. Maybe Mesprit, she was the one. I wasn't the Lake Guardians. What were you again? Like, who was who? All I'm asking for is who was who. Like the being of emotion, the being of the knowledge. Or is this Dialga? But I don't know. Anyway, weapon not for sorrow, question mark will dawn here. When joy and enjoyment come natural as the fairy air that is happiness, let such be blessed by the hand of master, question mark. Those words were spoken often as customary. Cool. I thought this had something to do with the lake trio. Then we just 3 Pokemon there were. Into the lakes they dove, deep, drawing no breath. Deeper they dove, into suffocating depths they dove. Deeper than deepest daylight, from the lake floor they arise. Bearing with them the power to make vast lands they rise again. The book is titled Veilstone's Myth. Veilstone's Myth, a young man, callow and foolish in innocence, came to own a sword. With it he he hit Pokemon, which gave sustenance. Okay, he killed Pokemon, which gave sustenance. With carefree abandon, those not taken as food he discarded, with no afterthought. The following year no Pokemon appeared. Larders grew bare. Would you like to keep reading? Yes. The young man seeking the missing Pokemon journeyed afar. Long did he search, and far and wide too, until one he did find. He asked, "Why do you hide?" To which the Pokemon replied, "If you bear your sword to bring harm upon us with claws and fangs, we will exact a toll. From your kind we will take our toll, for it must be done. Done it must be, to guard ourselves, for it I apologize." Yes. To disguise, the young man shouted his dismay. In having found the sword, I have lost so much. Gored with power, I grew blind to Pokemon being alive. I will never fall savage again. This sword I denounce and forsake. I plead for forgiveness, for I was but a fool. So saying, the young man hurled the sword to the ground, snapping it. Seeing this, the Pokemon disappeared to a place beyond seeing. The ancient book titled The Original Story. Wanna read it? In the beginning there was only a churning turmoil of chaos. At the heart of chaos, where all things become one, appeared an egg. Having tumbled from the vortex, the egg gave rise to the original one. From itself, two beings the original one did make. Time started to spin, space began to expand. From itself again, 3 living things the original one did make. 2 beings wished, and from them matter came to be. The 3 living things wished, and from them spirit came to be. The world created, the original one took unyielding sleep. A horrific myth. Look not into the Pokemon's eyes. In but a distant, you'll have no recollection of who you are. Return home, but how? When there is nothing to remember. Dare not touch the Pokemon's body. In but 3 short days, all emotion will drain away. Above all, harm not the Pokemon. In a scant 5 days, the offender will grow immobile for eternity. Oh my god. These people are fucking, or these Pokemon are horrific. This is about the Lake Guardians, the horrific myth. Where it's like, the Lake Guardians are known to drive humans away from them by either erasing their memories, losing emotions within 3 days, or losing willpower. What a cunt. Here we go. It's titled Sinnoh Folk Stories. Which story would you like to read? Part 1. Sinnoh Folk Story 1. Pick clean the bones of Pokemon caught in the area or stream. Thank them for the meals they provide and pick their bones clean. When the bones are as clean as can be, set them free in the water from which they came. The Pokemon will return fully fleshed and it begins a new wait. Okay, so if you eat a Pokemon and you eat all of its flesh away, you drop the bones back in from where they came, they will respawn. What? Okay, Sinnoh Folk Story 2. There lived a Pokemon in the forest. In the forest, the human shed its hide to sleep as a human. Awakened, the human dons the Pokemon hide to roam the village. Part 3. There once were Pokemon that became very close to humans. There once were humans and Pokemon that ate together at the same table. It was a time when there existed no difference to distinguish the two. Wait, where the fuck is that one book? Wasn't there a book about like 3 Pokemon? Or did I fuck it up and miss it? Canalave library. Was there like a fucking... The first story of the Sinnoh folktales refers to the tradition practiced by the Inuit, which is that after hunting an animal, its bladder should be removed and put in the water. In the bladder dwells the soul, and make a sacred ritual so that the animal returns when the hunter needs it, and in turn the animal can rest in the celestial world. In Brilliant Diamond is Shining Pearl, a book called The Sea's Legend appears in a library. Oh my god, that foreshadows the events of Legend Arcs. That's in BDSP. Oh, I had no idea. I thought that was in this game as well. I thought that they read that in this, they made that in this game and then remembered it and were like, alright, let's make a story about that in Legends Arceus. But it's how you meet Menifee in the Seaside Hollow. It's basically, this is the story. Once upon a time in the East Sea, there was a Pokemon known as the Prince. A brave human-ass Pokemon living in the sea. To let them see the Prince, Mantike, Buizel, and a Quillfish with huge spikes acknowledged the humans' bravery and joined them. Together they set off in a boat over the sunset-streaked sea, sailing through the ocean gate stretched over the waves. News of this reaches the ears of the prince, who went to meet the brave little party at the Seaside Hollow. This foreshadows the events of Pokemon Legends Arceus, where the player must have the 3 aforementioned Pokemon in their party at the 2 Pillars of Sand's Reach in the evening in order to meet Menifee in Seaside Hollow. I'm going to study it. Yeah, okay. I talk to you. You know what?